Hey guys! Oh, wait, hang on a second. Something isn't quite right. I need to quickly change. There we go. Much better. Okay, I know this is a little bit overkill, but obviously you guys know that Royal Ween is officially here in Campus 3, and obviously they've changed a lot about it all, and I know we're all very much excited. I definitely am, and I kind of wanted to, get into the spirit, and obviously I know this video isn't about the update as much as I would love to talk about it. You guys can see it for yourselves. I really wanted to, have a go and try and talk to you guys about something a little bit different. But I need to be in the spirit a little bit more, so I absolutely had to get into a bit more of a Halloweeny, well, Royal Ween outfit. But let's get into what today's video is actually going to be about. Okay, so obviously you guys can tell this is like kind of my outfit. You guys can see it a little bit more, right? Right? Like I'm so happy with this. It is slaying. Like I don't know. Obviously I always like to do purple, but this looks good. And obviously we can see that like this is campus 4 that we're in. They haven't really done anything to it. But it's obviously because it's in the making, but they've changed the UI as you can see like with the fountain and everything. So that's really cool the fact that they've changed everything like that. But for me, I'm definitely like honestly, I don't know. I'm in awe of the update so far. It looks amazing. I think I'm always excited when Royal Ween's here because it's just something new and something we've all been looking forward to. But also, yeah, you can see it, right? The hair moves. The freaking new hair moves. I don't know if they've done this to all hair or if it's just this first like new hairs that they've like added to the game. Oh my god, the lag better not start. In Campus 4, the lag is crazy, but still, I mean, I'm really happy the fact that they've done something like that, so yeah. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about a little something. Um, no, wait, I need to, can I just, okay, this works. So basically, obviously, you guys clicked on this video because you want to know about the Halo situation. And I'm not going to lie, I definitely agree when it comes to wanting to get a Halo. I have wanted it for so long myself. But unfortunately, not all of us can easily get one. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all can just imagine, once you go there, you go and you go to the fountain, you expect that perhaps, you're gonna get a Halo because you've been there for so long. But, no, unfortunately, the Fountain Lady is not so generous with everyone, especially to even the players who've been here for a very long time, which is devastating because seriously, I played for like 5 years now and I've never gotten even close. Now, it definitely has something to do with how many, I'm gonna admit, of how many kind of times you wish at the fountain, which is definitely what I'm going to be talking about today, but also about what other people have said when they've actually won a Halo and what their like results were of how many people were in the game about, they did anything special. Was it like, is it genuinely pure luck? How many times they wished at the fountain? All of those things. So I wanted to have a look at it so that way maybe I can help you guys increase your chances to maybe win the new Halo as well. And obviously, I kind of thought, well, because it's kind of about time. I definitely don't think I'm going to even follow my own advice. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really the best at wanting to keep up with the logins. I've always wanted to be able to be the person who did one every day, but I never do. I honestly even forget today. So honestly, if you guys are a login genius and you guys keep doing it, then I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to follow this advice. Excellent. But nonetheless, let's get into what other people have said on Twitter when they were asked about how it was when they won a Halo. Okay, so obviously it is quite difficult for people to be able to give an exact answer, but the various answers that people gave was that they were kind of all completely different, really, because there's no actual timing that you guys can get it to be right. It doesn't matter about how many people are in the server or if you're in a private server, public server, or anything. This freaking fountain lady don't care. You'd think she would, but for some reason, even after spinning on that freaking toe all day, probably tired and wanting to give out a nice halo, be a little nice to the people who've seen her and her glow up. No, she doesn't want to, and that's quite disheartening. It's so freaking annoying, but you know what? It's okay, because I've got some statistics that people did about a year ago to figure out about the actual probability of winning a halo. Now, again, this is done a year ago. It is literally impossible to actually do a probability because it is so rare. And if it does happen, like, you know, when you do it about like there's a billion or people playing in Royale High, and then you try and do a probability of how many of those, I don't know. It doesn't really, it's not that accurate. They pick the correct answer, and this is, you know, every single time. The decimal for it is crazy, but the probability is about 0.00269. So it's really freaking stupid. If you guys want to also check though about like how many times you guys can win a halo, like I mean how many times like you've actually been there, you can go onto your like journal, and then if you go about here, the dream fountain and halos, you guys can see how many times you've wished at it and like played it, and then how many you own, how many unique halos, and also if you've ever won like 2 halos at once, like the same one. It is really rare. This is what the badge looks like if you do. It's so rare to get that, to be honest. I mean, I say that, but it's often really new players who get it, but it can happen. But yeah, that is kind of how you can check, and it is, go away. We don't need you right now. Anyways, it's really important that people understand that, you know, it's not an exact calculation here, but if you guys do end up doing it about, you know, correct answer, you get about like a 62% chance to win a halo in a year if you wish at least once a day while picking the correct answer. However, if you guys do it about 2 times a day, it's about 86, 3 times a day, 94, 4 times a day, 98, and 5 times a day, 99. Now, this is for 1 halo over the span of a whole year, guys. So realistically, it's not going to be very likely, like the 99 isn't going to be you get 5 times a day, you're going to get it that day. This is over a year. Now, some people may be like, I've started doing a fountain like wish 10 times a day, and for a whole 2-3 years, and I've never gotten it. And I'm like, I understand that, but this is just a basic calculation that people did. And honestly, I would say that it does help increase your chances, because a lot of people would say that they took a nap and they literally woke up, they did 2 wishes that day and they got the halo. So it really is just a random thing. There's no actual day or time that it does it. But I would say that if you try and do it about 5 times a day, you guys would be very lucky. And considering there is a brand new Halo out, you might as well try and go for it. I think it's really exciting to try and get the new ones as much as possible. And who knows, maybe with the increase of players, they might have increased the likelihood that you're going to win a Halo. Okay, guys, so to be honest, that's kind of it. I know it feels like this was just a waste of time to tell you guys something that you already know, but when there's actual maths involved, I feel like people trust it a bit more, because I don't want people to think that it is literally never going to happen. I'm pretty sure there's going to be loads and millions of people who are probably never going to get a Halo, but that really are the millions of people are going to be the people who are kind of like me and don't wish at the fountain, literally ever. I kind of give up because I don't really like to keep losing diamonds, and it happens to me quite a lot. The Phantom Lady and I do not get along. I think it's because I impersonated her once, but you know, I did it for Halloween. It was for a fun thing. I don't know what her beef is with me, but it's got to stop. Nonetheless, I'm just really wanting to see if maybe we can try and get a few more people who are like new, but also older people who've been playing the game for a while to win. Well, of course. Minus a few diamonds. That's kind of expected. She really hates me, I told you guys. But that was my one wish of the day. It's kind of the end of the day, really, for me. So, realistically, this isn't going to be very helpful. But it does kind of help knowing that I actually did, you know, get a little bit, you know, I got a little bit higher with my chance. So remember, guys, obviously, it's not going to be likely, but if you do it 5 times a day for a year, it should really increase your chances of getting a Halo, because they do multiple Halos. There's always a Halo to win at every single minute, so you can constantly win. I would say a little bit of advice I would say is that most people have won them in public servers, actually. So I would say if you're in a public server wishing about 5 times a day, your likelihood will go up a lot more than what it already is. If you're already doing that and you're still not getting it, like I said, maybe just try and change, like, you know, the times you're doing it. Maybe not doing it every single second, and maybe just keeping it at 5 rather than doing it as much. Because surprisingly, the more you do it, it could ruin your chances. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped, and let me know about if you guys have ever won a Halo yourself. Bye, everyone!